A property owner in Los Angeles is regretting his decision to rent out one of his Hollywood Hill homes to a Saudi prince who had just graduated from Pepperdine University. Now, the Saudi prince had such a huge party that it destroyed the property and cost tens of thousands of dollars in damage. Now, the property owner is planning on suing, but wait till you hear all the details of what happened to his home. Now, Saudi Prince Aziz al Saud graduated this year from Pepperdine University. To celebrate, he rented out a well-known party home in the Hollywood Hills, which he allegedly stocked with drinks, snacks, strippers, drugs, and drama. That's according to Gawker.
Yeah.
So
Drama, you can buy drama, actually. It's an actual thing you can buy.
yeah.
It's good for a party.
So more than 800 people showed up, with guests doing drugs, including smoking marijuana, who cares, and strippers dancing on kitchen countertops, who cares. But with 800 people in one home, of course, there's going to be significant property damage. There was damage to furniture and walls, and that hardwood floors buckled because of spilled drinks. That's incredible. His invoice for the damage totaled $86,379. Now, this is a running theme of Saudis in Los Angeles. There was a story of a Saudi prince who allegedly raped someone. That story made headlines and then just disappeared. You know, who knows if he's going to face any charges, but what happens is they're extremely wealthy, extremely entitled. They come to the U.S., they have their fun, and then they go back to their own country where they, you know, kill people for even attempting to think about doing the same things that they did here in the United States.
Damn. Okay, so you're right about all that, and on top of that, you know, if you're an atheist who advocates strippers, drugs, etc., you're going to be whipped, you know, put in prison for a long time. You know, if you insult the state, you might be executed. And strippers here in America, but when that prince goes back to Saudi Arabia, won't even let women drive, right? So that is all true, and normally I'm 1,000% against the Saudi royalty and all the different things that we mentioned here. In this case, I actually don't think the kids did anything that wrong, okay? So first of all, that party sounded pretty badass with the strippers on the countertop, and you know, I hear that in LA some parties have weed. Okay, so that
How do you, what's that word again?
weed.
Oh.
So, but you're from Mexico, so you don't.
It's like
that's
what,
a
what
thing
grows
we
in
have
your,
here.
what
They
grows
don't
in-
know anything.
what
Nothing.
grows in your floor, and then you kill it with a thing. Is that?
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
Roundup.
that's. Well, there's another thing too called
Oh,
weed.
got it.
The guy who rents out his house is like, he's surprised that they had a big party. It's a party house. They say it's a party house in Hollywood Hills.
Yeah.
And it seems like he's like, I got a Saudi prince here. Let me try to make $86,000 by sticking this guy. Oh, like, I had to clean up after the party. Yeah, no shit, sure. Like, you're renting out a party house.
Look, I get it, Cenk, but at the same time, when you're suing, it doesn't matter who you are and who you're suing. You have to prove damages, right? And so he needs images, he needs hardcore evidence to prove that all this damage did amount to $86,000. Now, I don't care if you're a Saudi prince, I don't care if you're just a middle-class person who graduated and you want to throw a big party. You can't rent someone else's property and treat it as if it's garbage. You can't destroy or damage it in any way. Look, I get it. When you have big fun parties, sometimes things get damaged. Well, then you have to pay for it, right? So I think that it's totally fine that this guy's getting sued. I don't know if the property owner is going to get any luck or have any luck in getting his money.
Yeah. Well, look, it's a fair point. You're right legally, and they should work that out better in their contracts for how they do these rentals in a party home. But I just don't have any sympathy for the guy renting out the house because he does this all the time. The neighbors complain about him, and he at one time he did pay a fine because he brought in a lion. So did he sue the lion for $86,000? I'm pretty sure the lion did some damage, right? So for him to be like, I am shocked and chagrined that they had a party in my party home. Oh my God! And they smoked marijuana. Oh my!
Oh, that's weed.
Right? Yes.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
That's okay.
Got it. Yeah.
So, look, there are no winners in this story.
But then again, there's also where do you leave manners and education? I mean, because not everybody thinks alike. So they're like, okay, we're gonna do this, guys. Listen, you know, it's a rental, and I don't think you're correct. If you're a Saudi prince and you are just graduated from Pepperdine, you don't care about, hey guys, behave. Please,
Right.
this is a rental. You know, it's just like.
But you know, any other student who's not a Saudi prince, who's already buckled with tens of thousands of dollars, if not $100,000 in student loan debt because they went to Pepperdine, is going to be concerned about damaging the property, right? Like, so let's say I want to celebrate that I'm graduating and I want to rent a home for partying. Just because it's a party home doesn't mean I'm gonna like tear the drywall and like ruin the hardwood floors. I'd be super concerned because I'm not an entitled prick.
Because you have
right?
manners. You're very well educated.
It's not even about educated. Like, I wasn't raised with a silver spoon in my mouth and told that there's nothing I could do that's wrong, right? And
Exactly.
that's the kind of entitlement that they have. So they are the losers in this story. I don't think that there's anything wrong with what the property owner's doing.
So the last story we did with the guys driving around Beverly Hills, the Saudis, they're driving like madmen. And it's one thing, you want to have fun, it's an open road, or you're in the middle of Texas, I hear you, man. But it's a residential area, and people were super pissed because they could run over their kids, right? So there you're endangering people. Here, you know, it's just a contractual situation, right?
Yeah.
Did you actually have damages? Can you prove that they were supposed to not damage it? And then you let the court settle it. And by that time, the prince is long gone, and he's in Riyadh, and we're done with this thing, right? And so you're right, that part is maddening. But if he stays here, if he wants to stay in the country and he likes America, apparently he does. He likes the strippers and the and the marijuana. Okay, well then you got to pay the fine.